Hey, what's up, guys? So we're here in Pismo Beach, California, and I'm supercharging at a local supercharger here in a Walmart parking lot. And what we're gonna do today is we're gonna go hit up the Pismo Beach sand dunes, and I have some friends with me. We have Yury. If you guys remember Jerry from my video that I did with him and Brian, he has the orange Cybertruck, which is all kitted out. He's got a winch in the front, on the front bumper. He's got lights, he's got tires, he's got a whole setup. And then if you guys remember in my Big Bear video, Gabriel's here. So Gabriel has the Falcon Wild Peak AT4Ws and my KMC wheels that I had on my Cybertruck, and he has those now. So he's gonna put those to the test on the sand dunes. And I have a little upgrade on my Hummer. Let me show you guys. So I swapped out the 22-inch Hummer wheels that were on the 35-inch tires, and I swapped them out for the Hummer OEM 18-inch wheels and the Goodyear Wrangler mud terrain tires. So these tires are gonna have a little bit more tread, deeper tread, which is gonna help me when off-roading. Plus, because it's an 18-inch wheel, I'm now having more tire. So now when I go off-roading and I deflate the tires, I'm gonna have more tire hitting the ground and giving me better traction and making things a lot easier for me, and hopefully help me to not get a flat like I did in Big Bear. So I'm excited to use these for the first time off-roading, but I'm a little concerned, I'm gonna be honest, with the fact that this is a 9,000-pound truck. And I felt that weight when I was in Big Bear, going up the little obstacle that I did. Getting up the obstacle, I really had to gun it and really floor the accelerator to get up the obstacle, and then coming down that little obstacle, even though I was pressing fully on the brakes, I was sliding down that obstacle. So you really, really feel that 9,000-pound weight. And now we're going to soft terrain, the sand. So I'm very curious to see how the Hummer is gonna do. Now, obviously, since we have Jerry here and he's got that winch on the front of his Cybertruck, I will have some help if I get into a bind and I need to be recovered, but let's hope that's not the case, and let's hope this all goes smoothly. So I'm gonna finish charging up the Hummer, and then we're gonna take off, go to the sand dunes, and I'll show you guys all the fun. All right, so I have something cool that I wanna show you guys. My good friends at Last Fit sent me over, they sent me over not only an air compressor, dual air compressor that we don't need right now because we're gonna air down, but we're gonna need that when we air up later on. But what they also sent me was their H4, and what that is it comes with these hoses and it comes with a gauge, and this simplifies your airing down and airing up, because what you're able to do is connect these hoses to all 4 tires at once, and then with this gauge right here, you go ahead and put in the PSI, your target PSI, whether you're airing down or airing up, and all 4 tires are connected and it does its job. So what I'm gonna do right now is connect the hoses to all 4 tires, and then we're gonna attach the gauge, and then we're gonna go ahead and air down. So let's get that started. Really cool thing is, has this quick connect, disconnect, which makes the process so much easier. All right, slight little problem. So this gauge needs 2 AAA batteries, which unfortunately Last Fit doesn't give us, and I don't have any with me. Luckily, Gabriel's still at the Walmart, so I called him, he's gonna bring me some. So, all right guys, so Yury's here. He had a pack of batteries, so let's see if they work. And he may have saved the day for me. Let's see. All right, there we go. Now we're working. We're good. All right, so it's saying that we're at 19.6. Let's get into the truck and see what the car's telling us. So immediately, it's already alerting me, saying that we're at 20 PSI. It doesn't give me my menus because the hood is open. Let's go over here. Let's see if we can do something over here. I know in the menus here, we can check the, here we go. Okay, so that's weird. It got down 3 of the tires to 20, but for some reason that single front tire is at 37. So let me go ahead and disconnect the other 3 and then leave that front passenger tire, and then we'll get that one aired down. Okay, so I figured out what happened. I didn't put the quick connect all the way in. I didn't push it all the way in. So it wasn't properly connected, and that's the reason why that tire didn't deflate. So let's go ahead and get this one deflated. All right, I think that's good enough. 19.9. Well, there you go, 20, right on the dot. So yeah, this makes it easier to air down. Obviously you have to deal with the hoses, but it's not that big of a deal. At least it's just, you connect them all and then you kind of just monitor the gauge a little bit, and it kind of just simplifies it a little bit for you. I think where the big benefit of the H4 is going to be when we connect it to the X4, which is the air compressor I have here from last fit. And so we'll take a look at that one once we start airing up at the end of the day. Okay, now you can see we're at 20 PSI for all 4 tires. Talking with Jerry, he's down to about 16 PSI. Yury is crazy. He went down to 8 PSI, but see, the difference is they have B-locks. So they don't need to worry about their tire being so low on air to where it pops off the wheel. As for myself, I just have stock wheels and tires, and I don't want my tire falling off my wheel because I don't have B-locks. So I'm at 20 right now, but we're gonna play it by ear. If I need to go down to 15 or so, we will do that. But it's a overcast day, but as you can see, it's beautiful. I mean, we're right here on the beach, on the water. Couldn't ask for anything better. So we're gonna go hit the dunes, or we're gonna drive to the dunes. We're gonna find a camping spot and then kind of set up cameras, set up all our gear, and then we're gonna take off. All right, so we are officially entering into the dunes. We put our flag up because that's mandatory. And now we're getting into the playground. All right, I'm gonna concentrate on driving, and I didn't put my GoPro or anything up yet, so I'm gonna turn off the camera, but I'm gonna go ahead and do some cool shots once we get out to the spot that we wanna have fun in. So I'm in terrain mode.
So no front shot then. Okay.
No,
That's just you. Right?
I'm good. All right, so damn, this thing's heavy. I should increase my height, huh?
Try it. Yeah, just don't go down in the middle because you might bottom out. So if you can raise it a tad, I probably would.
Okay, which way do I go? I go.
Yep, right. We're up on the side of the.
Where that guy's at, huh?
But down. I mean, you know, on the side. But I'll punch it though. Yep. Go.
I let go. I got nervous. I got scared. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I gotta.
A pucker moment, dude.
Yeah.
It is because you're like on the side.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I worry because it's so heavy.
Yeah.
But I just gotta go.
But you did it good though. That was how you do it. You did it perfectly. But you got to give it more. Yeah, go hit it.
Hitting it. I'm going too much on the edge.
Go. It's scary, dude.
I think I'm going too much. I'm going too far up that thing, don't you think?
No. That's.
I think I need to go more on the side.
You were see those tracks? Can you see the right underneath the tip? Right. Yep. Like right here. Yep. And just keep going. But you're too up. Go back up, and to like build a momentum.
I feel like I'm going too far up that thing. No?
You were good.
You think so?
I think so because that's where we all went.
Okay. See those tracks that come down?
You just made those.
Those are mine, huh? So I need to go more up that?
A little bit more up. Oh, but you were good though.
Okay. Scares the me.
Right there. Go.
I'm punching it, dude.
Oh, turn down. Yeah.
I'm gonna get stuck, huh?
He's the same way. Back. Go back. Straight now. Yeah. No. You're good.
Just go back.
Back. You're gonna have to go straight because that's the least resistance.
Yes.
It's scary, dude.
Take off these glasses.
Yep. Follow this line right here.
Ah. Go more. Well, that's part of it, right?
Yep. There you go.
God damn. Auto braking is off.
Hey, Eric, you copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, you can't back up more. The trick to get out of there is you gotta back up as much as you can.
You can't back up, but you gotta back up as much as you can.
The trick is don't back up, but here, yeah, because the problem is then they're gonna get stuck.
If you ever go, keep going. No. Okay, now go as back as you can.
Yeah, keep doing that, but you gotta gun it. It seems like you don't have a lot of power going to the wheels. They're barely turning.
I feel like I need to go up. Don't you think?
No, that's the slope. This is the least angle because we're in a bowl right now, so you gotta go straight.
Yeah, that's why I worry about this thing. It's too heavy, man. Let me try a different driving mode.
Yeah, go.
That's what it was. That's my driving mode. All right, should I try it again?
Yeah.
Or f it?
Up to you, brother. Up to you.
It was my setting. It was the setting.
It wasn't even turning.
The power. There was not enough power. Yeah.
You were like on crawling mode.
So
yeah.
I changed it, and then it just got me out.
I recorded the whole thing. You were like, whoa, where did I get myself into?
Yeah.
Bro? But it was the.
It was the setting.
Always the setting.
Yeah.
Because you have power.
Yeah.
That's not. It looks bad, but it's not that bad.
Yeah.
But you do have to like.
As soon as I put it.
I have to sometimes even like go upward like this.
Yeah.
Just to get that extra momentum.
As soon as I changed the setting, boom, I got out.
You got out?
Like nothing.
Yeah, like nothing. Nothing too is like once you start carving the bowl.
Yeah.
You gotta start turning tires to your left. You keep them straight, and then you kind of go sliding.
Yeah.
You always want to go nose down. That way you
That's
can
true.
Speed and just get out of there again.
Yeah. All right. Well, I told Gabriel I don't want to get us in a predicament, so I'll just. All right. So as you guys saw, I got stuck in the dunes with the Hummer EV, but I think I figured out what the problem was. So I had the settings in terrain mode, and clearly that's not the correct mode because I wasn't generating enough power to the wheels to get myself unstuck. As soon as I went into normal mode, I was able to get out with ease. So I'm not gonna try this, I guess, obstacle again because I don't want to get in a predicament and have to use Jerry and his winch to get me out, do any of that kind of stuff. But I think it's a good exercise for anybody who is going to be hitting sand dunes. Don't go into terrain mode. Now, I did some research online and I saw that Google AI is suggesting off-road mode. I don't know if that's 100% accurate. I am going to go into off-road mode and just kind of see how that feels. But like I said, normal mode did it for me. It got me out of the obstacle. Let me show you guys where I was stuck in. I mean, you guys already saw it, but I got myself stuck down here. Way down there, and I couldn't get myself out. And like I said, I was in terrain mode. As soon as I went into normal mode, no issues, no problems, got out quick, easy. So it's part of the reason why I do these things, right? Is to give you guys my experiences, what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. I'm a novice when it comes to off-roading in sand, to be honest. I've gone to Glamis, and other than that, never done it before, but that was in the Cybertruck. And I feel like the Cybertruck had a lot of settings that you can tinker with within the off-road menus. The Hummer does not have that. And so you're kind of have to just rely on the modes that you put the Hummer into. And I feel like terrain mode obviously just wasn't doing it for me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump into the Hummer. I'm gonna go into off-road mode. I just kind of want to see how that feels, and then make my determination whether or not I want to be in off-road mode or if I want to be in normal mode. Because like I said, I just felt like the tires weren't getting enough power from the Hummer, and there wasn't enough power generated to get me unstuck. But like I said, I mean, the Hummer has power. We all know it has power. So I was originally thinking, well, maybe it's just the weight of the Hummer, but I don't think it was that. Okay, as you can see, I'm in normal mode, so let's go to off-road. There's terrain. That didn't work. Let's go to off-road. You know what? Let's click on this. Information. Let's see what this says. For loose surfaces that require extra traction, such as grass, mud, gravel, and deep snow. Doesn't say anything about sand. Okay, so then right here, terrain. For tackling steep hills and crawling over extreme obstacles. Okay, so that, yeah, clearly terrain was in it. And see, normal says on-road driving. So that's probably not what we want to be in. So let's go to off-road. Let's go, got it. And then let's see how this does. All right, I'm just driving around right now, around that same obstacle. There it is right there. And yeah, off-road mode is already way better. I'm feeling so much more torque and power that this seems to be a lot better. So once again, let me put the camera down because I'm not trying to crash and there's people out here. And then I'll give you guys more info as the day goes on. All right, so second off-road adventure in the Hummer, and second time I've had a wheel issue and tire issue. So this Same location too. It's the passenger side, and my wheel or my tire totally came off the wheel. So obviously I was whipping in, I was doing some crazy maneuvers, and the tire's off the wheel. So I'm hoping it just came off the wheel and it's actually not punctured in any way, and the integrity of the tire is okay. So luckily I have the guys here. Hopefully they can come help me and we can get this fixed and situated. So I'm not too far from camp. They're just right there. So they actually flagged me down because I didn't hear anything. I didn't feel anything. Obviously we're in the sand, so it's soft, but yeah, tire popped off. Every other tire is fine. It's just that one. So I don't know what's going on with the front passenger side, but I keep having tire issues on that side. So I know it's not the car, but yeah, luckily I have a spare if that's what's needed. Hopefully we're able to just remount this and get myself going again. So stay tuned. As you guys saw, I popped the tire off of the rim, the wheel, and we were able, Jerry came over and he had a way of popping it back on, and we went ahead and did that, as you guys saw in the video. We got the tire back mounted onto the wheel. The problem was because I didn't hear the tire come off the wheel, there was no audible sound that I heard while driving and inside the cabin. They said they heard it and it was really loud, but I didn't hear anything. Well, anyways, I kept driving with the tire off the wheel, and what happened was the valve stem broke. So even though we were able to get the tire back onto the wheel, unfortunately we couldn't use the tire anymore because, at least for now, because the valve stem is broken. So what I need to do now is go get that fixed at a tire shop. But luckily, once again, the Hummer EV comes with a spare tire. So we took that spare tire off and we went ahead and mounted that onto that side of the vehicle. So I'm okay for now. I'm able to get home, but I'm gonna have to get that valve stem fixed. So I would say this, so far this trip has been a little bit of a disaster for me. Now remember, I'm a novice, especially when it comes to off-roading in sand. This is only my second time ever off-roading in sand. I did it once with the Cybertruck in Glamis, and now I'm doing it here at Pismo Beach. So I'm learning a lot. I'm figuring out how the Hummer deals with sand. And once again, put it in off-road mode. Don't put it in terrain mode. That's my mistake. There's a little button that I showed you guys that has an eye on it for information. And that gives you a lot of information, and it really helps you with determining which type of mode you should be in. I didn't do that originally. I just went into terrain. Off-road mode was probably the mode I should have been in, and I wouldn't have got stuck in that dune earlier. And then right now, just, you know, whenever you have a low PSI, you have a chance for the tire to pop off the bead. And that's why bead locks are so important, especially for off-roaders. I don't have bead lock wheels on the Hummer. Maybe that's something I gotta look into. All right, so we're officially out of the dunes. As you can see, we're on paved road, and now I need to air up. So like I told you guys earlier, I have the Last Fit X4 air compressor. And it's really cool. It hooks up to the 12-volt battery, and I'm very curious to see how this works in conjunction with the H4 in airing up all 4 tires all at once. So let me go ahead and put the camera down, start getting everything set up, and show you guys the process. All right, so as you can see, I have all 4 tires hooked up. And now I just need to set my PSI. I think I'm gonna set it to 50 right here on the X4. And then and you can see it's saying that I have a 21.3 on the tires, so we're gonna go to 50. I wanna see how long this takes. Okay, so one of the problems I had when I was out at Pismo Beach was the fact that when I hooked up the X4 and the H4 from last fit, I was having trouble inflating the tires. And the reason for that, it was a long day. As you guys saw in the video, I had some problems, I had some issues. So I was just kind of over it. I wanted to get home. And so my mental lapse was this valve right here, you're supposed to open it up, right? And I kept it closed. So when I hooked up the H4 to the X4 and I turned on the compressor, it wasn't inflating the tires. I couldn't figure it out. I didn't understand why. Simple thing, just opening this up. That's all it was. So what I want to do is I want to do a whole setup and deflate the tires real quick, inflate them real quick, just so you guys can see that this thing works and all you got to do is open it up. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. So as you can see here, it's giving us a readout of about 52 PSI. So now we're going to open it up. Okay, so we're at about 40, so we lost about 10 to 12 PSI. Now let's go ahead and hook up the air compressor. And then now all we need to do is plug this in. There we go. So now it's plugged in. And now if you come over here, let's go ahead and set the PSI to 50. And now let's open up the valve right here. Okay, so now it's open. And now we turn it on. All right, so I just wanted to show that quick little demonstration because once again, when I was at Pismo Beach, I had a brain fart and didn't open up this valve, and that's what caused some of the issues I was having with inflating the tires. So just want to show you guys that. Once again, this is the last fit X4 and H4. They're the perfect combination for deflating and inflating your tires when doing any off-roading. All right, so this was Pismo Beach in the Hummer EV. I learned a lot. Obviously, I've mentioned it a few times, I'm a novice when it comes to off-roading in sand. This is only the second time I've done it. I did it once before in the Cybertruck when I went to Glamis. I did a video on that, but this is the first time I've gone in the Hummer EV. I was concerned about the weight of the truck. The weight wasn't an issue, in my personal opinion. I think the bigger issue was just me learning the Hummer, figuring out what works. And to be honest with you guys, that's the whole point of my channel, and that's the whole reason why I started my channel originally with the Cybertruck. I just wanted to educate people, as I was one of the first people to own a Cybertruck, and I wanted to kind of do towing and off-roading and all these different things to show people, number one, the capabilities, but number two, give them advice. People ask me questions on what to do for this, what to do for that. Accessories I recommend, things like that. And so once I got rid of the Cybertruck, I kind of felt like the same way with the Hummer. I didn't see a lot of content on YouTube for people who own Hummers and getting advice on how to do certain things. I'm obviously owning and driving, daily driving, doing off-roading, doing different things in my Hummer. And so even though I'm a novice in the sand with the Hummer, and I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of comments of people telling me that I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't. I didn't know what I was doing. When I came out here, this is the very first time I came out here. First time I've ever been to Pismo Beach, first time I've ever taken the Hummer in sand. And so it was a learning experience. Overall, I feel like what I learned and what I want to teach you guys is be in off-road mode, go down to at least 20 PSI. You want to have the 18-inch wheels so that you have bigger tires, so that way when you air down, you have more grip into the sand. Another thing that I would say is kind of take it easy, take it slow. Don't get overly confident like I did, because I took a tire off a wheel. Those are kind of my advice to anybody that wants to do it. I had a lot of fun, but there was a lot of trial and error. And so I'm happy that I made the video. I'm happy I did this so that way people can learn from my mistakes. At the end of the day, I had a good time. I had fun. I was out here with friends. We had a great time. And now I have a 3.5-4 hour drive back home. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all of you. And I'm going to do more content like this. I'm going to do more off-roading. Hopefully my next trip, I can go out and not have any tire issues, because 2 trips in the Hummer EV, 2 trips off-roading, and 2 tire issues. So it is what it is. I'll see you guys in the next one.